It's in D. Try a little bit of that. So it's in D. So let's. One of the things I practice a lot, I still practice all the time, is scales and simple scales and arpeggios. So we'll talk about those for just a moment here. Even though it's in violin class, I think about scales and arpeggios. If you look at printed fiddle music, that's what it's made of. I think fiddle tunes are like little poems. You know, if orchestra music is like a giant encyclopedia of music, a fiddle tune is like a haiku, you know, it's like a little thing you can get your head around. It has a certain pattern, and there's an elegance to these simple little fiddle tunes. They're just so much fun to play. But if you look at them, they're made up of little pieces of scales and little pieces of arpeggios. And so, since fiddle playing is about learning by ear and about muscle memory, you know, it's really a lot about muscle memory. So if you played those scales and little bits of arpeggios, when you come to that, your fingers just go boop, 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 like you've played it 1,000 times. Because you actually already have, you just didn't realize it, you know. So let's play a simple D scale here to get started. And I do this, I practice these all the time. I do them I just do them, I don't like sit down and I'm going to practice my arpeggios today, but I sit down and just noodle. I noodle, and the noodling helps, you know. Directed noodling, I'll call it, you know. So let's just play a scale. We're going to play from here to here, okay? Back down. Okay, now let's play. If we went on down and played all the rest of the notes that are available on the G string, it'd sound like this. Just listen. Okay, so let's go from here. C sharp, B, A, G. Keep going back up. And so now let's play the D arpeggio. So the arpeggio is like playing a chord, but playing the notes one at a time. And so the chords for D, the notes in the D chord, a D major chord, are D, F sharp, and A. Okay. So if I was going to play an arpeggio, I'd play all the Ds, F sharps, and As I encountered along the way. So it's going to sound like this: D, F sharp, A, D, A, F sharp, D. Okay. Let's just try that. Now if I went on down, the only note left I have is this A here. So let's include that. Here we go. Start here. A, D, F sharp, A, D, F sharp on the E string, A, just suggest your fiddle will work better if you turn it around the other way. I just noticed that you were playing left-handed just now. It sunk in. Are you playing over the bass too?
Yeah.
Oh, great. That's all. You know, two of the best fiddlers I ever played with. One was this guy Dwight Lamb I was talking about. Another was Cyril Stinnett.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, and they both played over the bass using a right-handed fiddle and turned it around. So that's the way to go.
Wait, what do you mean by that? Play over the bass?
It means instead of
So it's the same. We could trade violins, and you can play mine, and I can play yours. My strings are. I've got the G string on the left.
Yeah.
So
the E string on the right.
So they say you're playing over the bass, you know, because it's the bass is on this side now.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So because a lot of people, I've seen a few people who have special left-handed fiddles made where the bass bar's on
Well, I
changed.
play guitar that way.
Oh, you do? Okay.
But yeah, then you're in a pretty narrow category. When
Right.
you do that, then it's a pretty specialty instrument, and you can't pass the.
Yeah, you couldn't try out somebody else's fiddle or anything. Yeah. So, but there's not too many of you guys around these days. I don't see a lot of people trying to play left-handed. They just switch.
If there's any way you can play right-handed, you absolutely should.
I don't know. You're getting it done. So we did the arpeggio. Now let's talk about one other kind of scale that I like to play a lot. And I just, for lack of a better term, I call it the fiddler's scale. Probably in the parlance of violin pedagogy, there's another name for it, but I call it the fiddler's scale. And the reason I like this scale is little pieces of this exist in all kinds of fiddle tunes. And it's the one that goes like this, where you go up 2 notes and back 1. So you go. And then. Okay, so what it is so if I started on D, I'd go D, F sharp, E, G, F sharp, A. Okay, let's try that real slow. Just. Then go back to B. At the end, just kind of stop. But so that's a good scale to kind of work on and work it in all the keys, because again, little pieces of that, maybe just a 3-note twist of that will appear in some tune, and again, when you get to it, your fingers will have already done that. You know, that's and again, to me, that's playing scales is fun. You know, it's not like sitting around jamming, but it's just something you do on your own, and it'll just make you learn faster, because when you're learning by ear, it's all about muscle memory, as I said. You know, So let's play now this tune in D called the Poor Girl's Waltz. Okay, so I'm going to play you just the first bit. And I like to think of this tune as like a wheel going. Okay, so its first note is an A, so just pick up note A, G to F sharp. Okay, and then we're going to play on G. Now, just to belabor this point till you can't stand it anymore, that's an arpeggio. That's G arpeggio. So when you go, that's a little piece of an arpeggio, okay? Okay, so start back at the beginning on the A. Now, the next part of the tune is the exact same fingering, only you move over and start on E. Listen. See, so you already know that part. Here we go. Let's start back at the beginning. We're going to play all the way to the last 2 notes of the tune. You already know the whole tune. Here we go. Well, the first part anyway. Oh, sorry. Okay. Great. Now I have to back up. I gave you the wrong title for this tune. I'm sorry. This is the Good Neighbor Waltz. I have too many tune titles rattling around my head. Not Poor Girl. This is the Good Neighbor Waltz. Good Neighbor. And they spell neighbor with a U in the neighbor, you know, so you have it spelled right. I can't help it. That's what they do. Like they celebrate Labour Day too up there.
N-A-Y-B-U-R.
Yeah. N-A-Y-B-U-R. That's good. Neighbor. N-A-Y-B-U-R. No, that's not. That worked.
What was the last phrase?
Oh, the last little bit. So last bit is. Yeah, starting C sharp. Okay. Want to play it? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Great, okay, so the next little bit is. Okay, so we got some pickup notes. The pickup notes are this, starting on open A to D. Try that. Those are also the opening notes to How Dry I Am, How Dry.
That's the good neighbor part.
That's right, yeah. Any good neighbor would help you out if you were dry. So play How Dry I Am one time here. That's it, okay. So from there you go, listen one time. So it's. And again, just to bore you further, those are all arpeggio notes. So. End up on the D. Listen one time. Try that. Okay, then from there we're gonna go. It's like from E, it's like a scale down to G, but you skip the A. Yeah, that's it. Okay, let me play you what you got so far, starting with How Dry I Am. Okay, shall we try that? Here we go. Wow, okay, here we go. So now we're gonna do a lot of stuff on the E string here. Listen. Okay, try that. Okay, one more time. Now we're going to play a little piece of A arpeggio. One more time. One more time. Okay, try it together now. Try it together now. Starting at F sharp. Okay. Mrs. Cunningham, did you need to ask somebody a question?
I just need to.
Yeah.
Get
Oh,
Joe.
yes,
You're
I'm
done?
Okay.
good to go.
Marilyn, I just have a question for you, sorry.
You only wanted one today, right?
Pardon?
You only wanted one today, folks?
Well, for every day. If you give me just, I just need to especially for right now.
Okay, we're doing good. Doing good on time here. Stomach's starting to rumble though. You know?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let me just play what we got so far. Just listen. That's how you end. Do that a little bit there. First part. Hey. That part again. Again, that part. There you can play arpeggio at the end too, you know. Okay. They're everywhere, those arpeggios. So let's go back through the second part. I see some people not getting all of it. I kind of went through it a little too quickly maybe. So let's play it, that second part. I'll do phrase by phrase one more time. The first part I see everybody pretty much playing back to me. So remember how dry I am? Can we do that? Okay, the next little bit is, so we'll go on from there a few notes. Everybody good to there? Here we go. Good? Okay, from there I'm going to start it back on that D note and go. So the landing place is the third finger on the D there. One more time. All that together now. How dry I am. Great. Now starting on the F sharp on the E string. more time, listen. One more. Good, one more time. Listen, I'll give you a couple more notes, listen. So that's an A arpeggio, C sharp, E, A. Do that. C sharp, E, A. Okay, listen one more time. So here's what I'm giving you right now. Okay, start on this F sharp. One more time. And then just a scale from B down to F sharp. Okay, let me play you what we got so far on the second part. Just hold on, I'll just play it for you once. Listen. Okay, all right, let's try it again now. We're gonna play all the way to the end of the second part. Here we go.